just as a reminder, we are doing a 6x6 little album. I've edged it in purple tape. Now we've got 2 pages or signatures finished. Very simple, not doing anything complicated. Okay, next signature. Okay, these pieces are for this section. Put them aside for that one. Okay, now over here for this page we have a top fold down, and that top fold down is 4 5/16. No, it's not. 4 15/16. I didn't see the 1. So we are just there, 1/16 below 5. There. 4 15/16 by 4.5. And on the 4.5 side on your scoreboard, you're going to score down 1/2 inch. And fold that over and score it. Just got to try and get rid of this glare. It just drives me crazy. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is whip that round so that I can work it from this side. Oh. Remove my pin. Okay, we're gluing it to the top here. I'll just put some glue on this flap there. And center it and put it right to the top, or just like a 64th away, just a smidgen away. Make sure the sides are straight. And burnish it. Okay, you can round the corners if you want, and since I've done it on previous ones, I'm going to do it on this one as well. May as well keep going the way we started. Where'd that go? Okay, now we are going to have a small pocket down the bottom here, so my coloured mat is not going all the way down. You can if you want, but I decided not to. So what I've got here, the width of this is 5 inches, and the length I've cut it to is 5 inches. But if you wanted it all the way down, you would go to 5 and 5/8. Make sure it is between those score lines on the side. measure down. Spread that glue. Okay, for these 2 pieces of the flaps, cut 2 at 4 3/4 by 3 13/16. And again, we are just going to snip some corners, just 2 corners on each one. When you're burnishing, push your glue towards the edge. Okay, I haven't decided what I'm going to put on the front yet. We are going to be working on this section. So I've cut one of my mermaids to, which is the full length of the A4 sheet. Sorry, the A5 sheet. She is just a fraction over 8 1/4 long. So I haven't trimmed off anything. I don't want to yet. So, and the width is 4 1/2. So I cut her down to 4 1/2. Now I want her to sit completely in here. So first of all, let's measure what we want in here. And I think we want it at 3 5/8. 3 5/8. So let's trim her to 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 5/8. And we will snip the top corners, and she's going to go in there. Again, I'm just using glue. My art glitter glue is my favourite. any glue you like. Make sure it is a reasonably strong glue. Okay, let's center that as best we can. Yeah, just a tad crooked somewhere. Okay, and this one will just go straight onto there. And there is a wider border around here, but I'm not fussed about that. As long as my mermaid is straight and in place. And we'll match her up to, whoa, yeah, match her up to that piece. Make sure she's straight. A little bit over there. I would have liked to have included the tail, but it just wasn't possible. Okay, so when you open that, you've got the full mermaid. Now, my little pocket. The white cardstock is, should be 4 7/8. No, it is 5 inches by 1.5. And then my coloured card is 4 7/8 by 1 3/8. Let's pop that in place. And then I've just cut a piece of scrap of my mermaid paper to 4 5/8 by 1 3/16. Okay, and we're just going to pop that down the bottom there, and it should be level with the pink cardstock there. So we'll go down that edge, right across. I'm not very good at straight, I really am not. So match her up very close to the bottom, very close. Match it up either side. And there we go. And we can easily place a photo in there. I will put a photo mat in there. Okay, that's that one. And over here, what can we put? I'm thinking that little creature there. So what size was that going to be? Same size as this one. 4.5. 4.5 by 3 5/8, I think. So let's go 4.5. Take the 3 5/8 first. Let's go snip it off there. I didn't want to cut through that beautiful crab. So we are going with, what did I say the length was? 3 and something. 3 5/8. 3 5/8. I've forgotten already. Seriously? 4.5 by 4.5. And let's round off the bottom corners. Looks good. You gorgeous creature, you. There we go. You can have a mat that sits out there or inside. Okay, next part of this signature, we are going to have a fold out from the bottom. So we've got this is the 250 GSM cardstock I'm using, 9 1/8 by 4 3/4. Now we are going to put it on the scoreboard and we are going to score it 1/2 inch. Just flip it over this way and score at 4 7/8. So your score is at 4 7/8. So 1/2 inch and 4 7/8. Now fold these in different directions. Okay. Now the back, I've got glue all over my fingers and it's annoying me. The backing coloured cardstock for this side and the back is 4 3/4 by 5 5/8. So glue. Oops, I'll put the back one on first. Make sure we are between those score lines. Okay, we don't put that one on until we put this on. So, with our little flap here, spread some glue on there. You can, of course, use tape if you wish. Now center it in between the edge and that first score line. Make sure it is straight on both sides. Yep. Oops, geez, sorry. Scared the poop out of me. Okay. And then this mat will go in here. This is lovely textured paper, available everywhere. We missed a bit there, I think. Yeah, just a little bit there we missed. Right. Okay, the mats for these, I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put a different colour because we're going to have a mermaid. I'm going to have this little creature on this, and I'm going to put a plain one on there, perhaps this one on there for a photograph. So we're going to have this here. So I think a different mat, different colour mat would be the way to go. And let's have a look what we've got. Let's have that dark. So the mat for this 4 and 5/8. 5/8. By 4 and 3/16. 2, 3. Yep. And this one is 4 and 5/8. Why is it shorter? It shouldn't be. 4 and 5/8. We've got that. And 4 and 1/8. Yeah, 4 and 1/8. Okay, so let's just pop these in place. And I'm going to do a different colour for the back, so let's leave that one for now. I want it really, really colourful, so I may even go back to the yellow for that one. Okay, this one, we're going to have this beautiful piece, so I want to cut this to 4 and 3/8. 4 and 3/8. Yeah. 4 and 1, 2, 3/8. Yep, that's good. Now for this part, the top part, we want 3 and 7/8. 3 and 7/8. We are cutting into her sweet little face, but nothing we can do about that. Okay, centre her as best we can. We've got a nice border around there. any trimming's got to be done, it'll have to be done, or it must be done on the bottom. So we are going with 3 7/8. So we're not actually losing any of the picture, we are just losing some of the space. Burnishing really well gets rid of all those squiggly lines of glue, pushes them into the paper. There we go. It's so cute. That goes. That go that way? Yeah, that way. So, okay, I'm thinking of this, maybe, I don't know. I like it, it goes with the set, but I like that one. So this one needs to be 4.5. So let's go 4.5. Oh, nice bubbles. By our length is going to be 5 3/8. 5 and 1 2 3/8. That's good. It looks good. Okay, this one, 4 5/8, I think. Just grab my pencil. 4 by 4 1/8. 4 1/8. That's for that. Nope. That's for that one. 4 5/8 by, yeah, 4 1/8. So this one again, 4 5/8 by, I'm not quite sure, 4 3/16. So you've got 4 5/8 by 4 3/16. Okay, let's go back with a yellow. Get our 4 5/8. That one, 4 3/16. 1 2 3. It's just that fraction bigger. This is going to be such a sweet little album. Okay, let's put another mermaid in there. I'm just trying to figure out which way it goes. It does go that way. Okay, for our width of our mermaid, we need 4 3/8. That gives us a nice border. So 4 3/8. Let me just have another look through these. This one we will get the whole tail in, which is really what I want. I want the whole tail in. Change. Yay! Okay. Now to split it. Now to split split it, we want 3 7/8. Yeah. I was thinking of how I could take some of that off, but that's not. So 3 7/8. Here you go, little miss. Okay, and this one is going to go just a tad short of 4. A tad short of 4. So we'll go 4 15/16, and I think that's the correct measurement anyway. Yeah, sweet. Oops. They're a little bit dry there now. I think put this one on here. This doesn't belong to the set, but no, I'm not going to do that. But it's a good colorway. It will match. That's from one of my florals, I think. Actually, I do like that. I am going to use that, I think. And then make a cut apart tuck spot. So 4.5. Let's just trim some of this. This one's already stuck with pre-glued sheets. 5 3/8. 5 3/8. Okay, what should we put on the back there? Let's just put that little tuck, I think, or well then. Let's do this one. I'm really not very good at cutouts. I'm going to put her onto another piece of cardstock of the 250. Give her just a little bit more oomph and staying power. And then we'll cut her out some more. Whoops, a daisy. see it round exactly on the previous cut. I'm not adding any extra border or anything like that, just straight around. It's purely to give her a bit more strength. And then we'll go in here. There we go. Okay, where should we put you, dear? No, I think right there. And we are going to do her tail. And just a little bit here maybe. Yeah, we can put a little photo mat in there. Great stuff. Okay, that is... We need a mat. Let's go with the peach. No, let's go with the blue. Hang on. Yeah, go with this light blue. 5. 5 and 5/8, which I've already got marked on my cutting board. I think we need a refill. To put in there. I'm going to pop this one in, I think. So we need this one to be 4 3/4. Let's go, yeah, 4 3/4. By 5 and 7/16. Let's cut a little bit off the bottom here. I think that's right. That's good. Okay, that's another page. Page 3. Okay, I haven't designed anything for page 4 yet. So I'm going to take a little break, give it some thought, and I'll be back. Okay, I made a decision on one part of this. Okay, I've cut a mat to go on this front piece here, which is almost the back there. And that mat is 4 3/4 by 5 5/8, and I've chosen a nice blue. And just clip that for now. And what I'm going to do now, on the other side of that piece, I'm going to put another page with a little pocket. So this is 5 and 11/16 from top to bottom, and 6 3/4 across. So 5 and 11/16, 6 3/4 across. I scored at 1/2 inch and then at 5 1/8. And that is going to go over like that. So the first thing we want to do is fill up our glue. Try and get a narrow stream. Squeeze it in slightly. These little bottles, they can hold a lot. I'm just going to take it up to the shoulder. Okay. A 1/2 inch fold, we are just going to take a couple of wedges out of it. Put some glue on the outside. with our creases facing us. Center this to the other side of that 1/8 of an inch crease there. Yep. And then just make sure we're straight as I'm going to get it. First of all, I'm going to get this out of the way, so we'll pop this in place. Looks good. Yeah. Okay, that's that one done. Now, I'm going to go with this nice green. So I'm going to do a matte for this side and this side, but this one's not going to be green, it's going to be something else. So the matte for this is going to be 4 and 7/16. Where's my pencil? 4 and 7/16 by 5 and a half by 5 and a half. 4 and 7/16 is 2, 4, 6, 7. By 5 and a half. 5 and a half, I think, is there. It's very hard to see on this. There's no marking on that fold there. And of course you don't need anything there. I'm thinking of just putting this little crab in there. So let's get the measurement there. We'll go with 5 1/4. actually, let's have a look at this. Let's put the backing paper on. Did I say it was? 5 and 7/16. 5 and 2, 4, 6, 7. By 1 and 2, 4, 1 and 7/16. 1 and 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll pop this on. What I want to see, if I can split that picture without losing anything. Just pop a clip on there for now. Yep, I should be able to. So let's make this one 1 and 1 1/4. Cut this to 1 1/4. And then you can go in and it's just a smidgen in. It worked out really well. Okay, now we'll just put some glue on the edge of our pocket flap on both sides. flip it over and give it a good burnish. And that works out really well. So we can put photo mats in there, probably not quite this big. Let's make this one 5 inches. What I am going to do is just stretch this just a little. Just want to stretch the card. I'm holding these sides very firmly. I'm just stretching the card. I'm not taking it away from the sides. You can see I've got a little bit of wiggle room there now. Okay. Beautiful. What colour can we put in there? Let's just measure. We will go with 4 inches. 4 inches by. Let's go with 4 and 13/16. Gosh, 13/16. Round our corners off. And see how we go. Wonderful. Looks good. There you go, and there you go. Okay, so we'll put a mat in here of 4 and 4 and 15/16. They're pretty precise, aren't they? 15/16 by 5 and 5/8. Okay, what colour should we put in there? See what we've got. This peach. I'm mixing all my colours up. Just got 4 and 5/16, which is 15/16, sorry. 15/16, Stella. Which is that little bit under 4 inches, 5 inches by 5 and 5/8. 5 and 5/8 is there. Okay, what am I going to put in there? Now these ones are just going to be plainly covered. Okay, just plainly covered. But this here, you can see where I've got that gusset there. That gusset, which allows me to put something else in there. I can put a fold over. So, a fold over or a pocket? I'm actually thinking of this for my front page because look at that face. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to save that for my front. So we've got how many left? 2 mermaids left. 3, 4, 2 mermaids left. So if we do another fold out, okay, that's going to go there. These are all my scrap 250 GSM papers. Use scraps where you can. So just use a fold over. Much like this one. I think we'll do it just like that one. So that fold over is the width. It's 5 inches. So let's just put 5 inches there. And that's 3.5 plus half inch, it's 4 inches. So it's 5 by 4 inches. So I'll go 5 inches. By 4 inches. Then we're going to put our 4-inch piece across the top, and then we're going to score it at half an inch. A little wedge on the fold over, and then we'll fold and crease. And we will snip our corners for that one. Right. Okay, so that's for that one. Now for the pocket, it's not a built-up pocket, it's just a flat pocket. So our pocket is, it'll be the same width as this. It'll be the same width, which was 5 inches. 5 inches by 2 1/4. So let's trim that to, that's 5 inches there, to 2 1/4. Can't see that very well. 2 1/4. 5 by 2 1/4. Okay, first thing is to glue this to the top. Center it and put it almost right up. You can only, so that you can only see a hair between it, between that and that piece and this piece at the top. You can only see a hair. Okay. Now I just want to make sure that we are, I don't want them to meet. I want a 1/16 of an inch out, so I'm going to take a 1/16 of an inch off this. And that gives us that little space. So, okay, the mats for these, the coloured mats will be yeah, I don't like too much of a white border, so they're going to be 4 13/16. 4 13/16 by 3 3/8. So always measure your own, don't take my word for anything. Okay. Okay, that one goes there. What colour should we go with? I'm thinking a nice yellow on this side. Or not. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if that is 4 13/16. It's not quite. Oops. 4 13/16. By 3 3/8. 3 1 2 3/8. So there'll be that one. And let's do our corners. So that's that one there. And I'm going to do the pocket in the same colour. So for the pocket we are going to be 4 13/16. It's 13. It's quite difficult to see. That's exactly the same size. Of course it is. So by right over 2 inches, just a smidgen over, like 1/16 over 2 inches. Okay, let's just glue the pocket piece together. Okay, that's ready to go. Now, let's use the peach for underneath. It's a little bit short. Bigger. Wow, it's only not even a 1/16 of an inch. I mean, yeah. It is too short. Let's not compromise there. Let's see if we've got another peach one. I think we do. So what did we need here? 4 3/16. 13/16. I knew you were wrong. 13/16. 3 3/8. 3 and 2 3/8. And round off our corners there. So that's going to go in there. Yes. Okay. So let's just glue this one, the big one, in first. Oops. I could have saved a little bit. Never mind. Got plenty. But if you are paper savvy and short, then don't cut it all the way down. If it's going to be hidden, these on. Okay, let's decide what we're going to have on the front as a picture. Leaning towards this on the front. Or yeah, I'm going with this one. I'm going for the full picture on this, on the inside, not on the outside. So we want that to be 4 5/8. 4 5/8. I'd like to keep your little tail in, so let's maneuver the paper. 4 5/8. We're just going to do a little bit of your tail as well. Oh, and I printed out my decorative paper on 200 GSM cardstock. Okay, so we're going to snip those. Make it 3 3/16. Cut it at 3 3/16. 1, 2, 3. And that goes in there. It's like a puzzle sometimes. And then this whole piece goes down there. I could have done that better. I could have cut this a bit shorter so that I had more of the face up on the top. So be aware of things like that. Just be aware of it. Okay, so down the side, across the bottom, and up this other side. hold the sides firmly and then just stretch the cardstock just a little. Just a little. Okay, what should we have on here? Let's see what we've got. A little crab. Why not? It's about 1/8 of an inch too big, so I'll just take off 1/8 of an inch. See how we go. That's cool. And we want it to be 1 7/8. 1 7/8. And we will be able to put a photo mat in there, and I may even put a cut apart just on there and just up a little bit from there. Right, now this one, I don't have any large cut-offs that I can use, I don't think. This one, I think. So let's go with 4 5/8. Can't see that far up there. 4 5/8. Actually, let's do cut it across that way first. 3 and 3 and just a touch over 1/8. 3 and, where are you? 3 and 1/8, and I'll just take it just between the next two lines. So I've still got that to be able to use. And then what did I say? 4 and something. 4 and 5/8. 4 and 5/8. It's not an exact match, but it's pretty close. And we're going to round off those corners. Now here. Now if I'd thought to cut one of these on the landscape, this would have been perfect. I'm going to put this one on the side on there. We're going to cut this one at 5 and 7/16 across 5 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think that's quite right. No, a little bit more off. Bit there. That's good. Nice 1/8 of an inch border. And 4 1/2. Let's take off some of that white at the bottom there. And we want it to be 4 1/2, so just trim some more off the top. That's good. Gosh, which way are we? That way. So we need 3 more pieces. Hey. I am running out of printed paper. What colour should we go? Colour. Some peach. There's peach there. I wouldn't mind a bit of yellow. Lots of swirls here. Oh, what if I went 2 colours? I've got plenty of this, but let's play. Why not? Or not. We're going to go back to the blue. Whoa. To be 4 and 2, 4, 6, 7 sixteenths. 4 and 7 sixteenths by 5.5. And this one's a bit wider. This is 4 and, looks like 4 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4 and 11 sixteenths. 11 sixteenths by, obviously, is going to be 5.5. I need one of them. And for this one, I need one of them. Just one. Let's go 5 and that, I think, is 5.5. That wasn't quite 5.5. It's very hard to see what's 5.5 on this scoreboard. On this, what do you call it? That should be 5.5. There's my measurement here is wrong. 5 5/8. Stella. Where's our pencil? 5 5/8. Just remember 5 5/8, which is there. 5 5/8 by 4 and 11 sixteenths. 4 and 11 sixteenths. Still a bit short on that. Oh, 5 5/8. And you cut it at 5.5. This, you know, where this folds, you don't get accurate markings there. 5 5/8. Yeah, put it in the wrong spot. 5 5/8, 4 and 11 sixteenths. And here where I can see it better. 11. Aha, better. I don't like a big white border, if I can help it. If I can help it. Now we'll just snip off a 1/16 of an inch there because I'm not happy with it. Okay, and this one is 4 and 7 sixteenths. 4 and 2, 4, 6, 7 sixteenths. Yep, that's good. So, okay, if I can find my little pencil you're hiding there. do our mermaid at 4 1/8 by 5 1/4. So this one's going to be 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Okay, 4 1/8. We'll go 5 1/4. Go from here. 5 1/4. Save that. That's 5 1/4 by 4 1/8. 4 1/8. Yep, got a nice 1/8 of an inch border around there. And this one, let's just take something off the bottom there. Get rid of some of that white. We don't want that. 5 1/4 wide. Let's go 4 1/2 first. 4 1/2 from the bottom. Save that. 4 1/2 by 5 1/4. What do we lose? We don't lose much. And I've done that way. That's fine. That's fine. Now you haven't taken off enough and you've got too much on that one. Nearly finished the inside here, and then I think that'll do for today. one more. Just looking at my scraps, see what I can use, if anything. Probably not, because they're mostly just strips. You don't want to just put tails in there. That make a nice little pocket. That fish. Well, firstly, we've got to put a backing sheet on. What colour? Let's go with this. And this one needs to be 4 7/8. Okay. 5 5/8. And 7/8. 5 5/8. Okay. Do you know, I could use the cut apart sheet as when I'm looking at this little chickie. So this is going for 4 5/8. 4 5/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, we need to take a smidge off the end there. Get rid of that white. And we need it 4 5/8. By 5 3/8. Let's just take a little off the top here. And then 5 3/8. 1 2 3/8. That's good. There's our 4 pages. There they are. Oops, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and on our next video we will put them in the cover, and we will cover the cover and the front. Okay, happy so far. I am happy so far. Okay, I really hope you stuck with me. That'd be really awesome to have. And you'll come back for the final episode. Okay, keep well and stay safe. Bye for now.